I'm Danny Brown, and you're listening to 1 Minute Podcast Tips, the show that helps you be a better podcaster in just a minute a week. If you want more specific tips just for you and your podcast, check out the Magic Mike membership at 1minutepodcasttips.com/support. And now, this week's episode. Hey there, Danny here from 1 Minute Podcast Tips, and I just wanted to release this bonus episode to tell you about two new podcasts that I'm involved in that I think you'll enjoy. The first one is In and Around Podcasting. This is an industry podcast that I co-host with my friend and colleague Mark Asquith, who's a co-founder at Captivate, and is also an awesome podcaster that's been in the space since 2014. While there are a lot of awesome industry podcasts already, and they're run by really smart, passionate people, they don't always give indie podcasters a platform to have their say. With In and Around Podcasting, we really want to make a show that was accessible for every single podcaster, no matter how long you've been in the space, your level of expertise, or what you want to achieve with your podcast. To give you more of an idea about the show, here's the trailer.
Tired of podcast industry podcasts making you feel like you're on the outside? As an indie podcaster or podcast enthusiast, it's time you had your say. Welcome to In and Around.
Cut! Hey, mate. Quick question. What's that music all about? I use that for everything. Come on. We talked about this. If we're gonna do an industry show, we've gotta do it right.
Okay, what about this? Tired of podcast industry podcasts making you feel like you're on the outside?
Seriously? Come on. You sound like a podcast intro from 2011.
What?
Okay, be honest. Did you even read the brief?
You
know what? Let's just leave that. Just leave, please. I'll do this. I'll do it. Well, at least that wasn't awkward. Now, where did I put that entire 72-piece band? Oh, there you are. 2, 3, 4.
It's not just for the geeks and OGs. This show's for those in and around podcasting.
Are you tired of podcast industry podcasts making you feel like you're on the outside? Welcome to In and Around Podcasting, the inclusive podcast industry show where experts and industry insiders collaborate with real-life podcast enthusiasts to highlight powerful podcasting perspectives. I'm Mark Asquith, and I love podcasting. But most industry podcasts are run by insiders with so much experience that, at times, their perspectives can feel a little jaded. And the view from the top, well, it doesn't always help. Podcasting belongs to all of us, so wouldn't it be refreshing to hear how developments in the industry really affect your show and to have a place where every opinion is valuable? I'm on a mission to make the podcast industry more accessible and to facilitate conversations that help all podcasters, regardless of experience or background. Because podcasting is not just for the geeks and the OGs. And this show is for everyone in and around podcasting. Join me and a wonderful range of industry insiders and podcast enthusiast co-hosts every Tuesday and listen for free in your podcast app of choice. And remember, if you know anyone who might enjoy the show, send them to inandaroundpodcasting.com.
I could have done that,
I know you could.
If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, you can listen to the first episode and more at inandaroundpodcasting.com or over on the YouTube if you prefer video podcasting. The second podcast is My Other Podcast Is, and this is a show where I bring podcasters from around the world on to talk about their other podcast, ones that are completely different from their main podcast and that listeners might not even know about. Here's a trailer for that one. What would you say if your favourite tech podcaster had another show about drunk cats in space? Or your favourite true crime podcaster talked about the weird mating habits of sloths in Central America? Well, wonder no more. My Other Podcast Is has you covered. I'm your host, Danny Brown, and I'll be catching up with podcasters across the world and talking to them about their other, lesser-known podcasts that are the complete opposite that listeners of their main shows would expect. From the surprising to the fantastical, every episode will bring you a fun and lively chat with some of your favourite podcasters, and some soon-to-be favourites, and open up a side of them you didn't know existed. Released bi-weekly on Thursday mornings, My Other Podcast Is promises to be a fun trip down the rabbit holes of some truly surprising podcasts. Follow for free on your favourite podcast app or listen online at myotherpodcast.com and be prepared for the unexpected. This is also a dual format podcast, so you can listen on your favourite podcast app or on YouTube. For audio, you can check out the latest episodes at myotherpodcast.com. And for the video podcast, check out myotherpodcast.com/YouTube. These are two really fun shows that I'm really happy to be part of. And if you enjoy 1 minute podcast tips, I feel you'd enjoy these podcasts too. So I hope you'll check them out. Thanks for listening to this bonus episode, and I'll see you with the next episode of 1 Minute Podcast Tips this coming Monday. Until the next time, happy podcasting. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy 1 Minute Podcast Tips, be sure to share with your friends and other podcasters so they can enjoy it too. Until the next time, happy podcasting.